Yo, welcome back to Once and Walk Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
My daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Man, how do you really move? Like, how are your emotions in certain situations? I gotta know.
And then before you know it, we was podcasting.
It's like, I don't know, like when I saw him, like it felt like it was the little boy in me crying.
Yo, welcome back, y'all, man. We in the studio with our girl Aaliyah today. Man, we got Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. And of course, we got Steve in the studio box. But we gonna do a reaction to this Druski video. We don't know what it is, but it's a skit. So pay attention and react with us.
I'm chilling. I'm posted up.
Not the dog.
The street called Hood.
Tell them on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell 'em
I
on.
raised the jit right here, man. You know
See, I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah.
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
Yeah, one viewer.
I was raised by these folks. I grew up with white folks, but I was raised in the dope hole. I was raised in the dope hole.
I witnessed it with my own eye, man.
With his own eyes.
I was raised in
Changing
the dope
diapers,
hole.
man. Walking around with pull-ups.
I'm thinking about another lane. Another, gotta, you know what I'm saying? Another. I know what you mean by that. I ain't saying though. My hood.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. How long is this guy? Is this video 2 minutes?
It is 2 minutes.
Where we at now? Wait, keep going. I want to keep watching. He finna get the hell out of there. He don't play with the police. He ain't going. Now he got the white family.
Press.
Yeah, hella broccoli on that plate. What?
The mama,
That
they
shit
said
is
the mama got an Oscar.
That shit is for real though, because like that's how them fucking white boys be for real. They go back today. I had this story like this one man, he stayed on 63rd. But like y'all know, like people tell me like I got like this little suburban. So like when he came around me, he was his true authentic white self. But he's had the nerve to tell me one day, like, I'm hooded than you. I said, bitch, please. Now mind you, like
You said, bitch, please.
you know, I'm nosy. Come to find out, he had a whole like ranch in Indiana. Like
I love
farm.
ranches.
Like they were living a nice ass life, and one day he was just like, "You don't know my life, bro. I live on 63rd, bro." I'm like, bitch, you from India? Like you choosing to live in the hood? Like so that shit is so funny because like when I found out that he had like a whole farm, I'm like, you want to be on 63rd and in a fucking mansion somewhere? It's crazy. So that shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
That made me think of him.
You know, the rapper that he's trying to emulate in this is actually he really from the hood. Like his name 1900 Rugrat. He's from Florida.
1900
1900.
Rugrat.
Yeah,
Look
like,
up
Google
there.
him. Like
1900
like, he was
Rugrat.
making fun of him in the sense that he talks like that. He's from Florida. He got
But he got a rich ass. His family like that.
No, he's from the hood for real.
So how you making fun of him? He went home to a white family.
Because they're saying that's how he really talks, like how Druski was talking. Like that's him. But he from the hood. For
Can
real.
he rap for real?
He decent.
Oh, he like a white boy
young.
for real. He like Connor.
Yeah, a young.
What's
young
his
white
real
rapper.
name? Google what's his real name.
1900
I want to
Rugrat.
know.
That's
It's some white ass shit.
I don't know if he said anything about this, but yeah, this is like who he's supposed to be like emulating.
not
he made
publicly
sure that
available.
shit disappeared.
Miles.
Is this supposed to be
Mouse.
controversial? Like, is it a controversial video?
No,
I
I
don't.
just
I
thought it
don't
was
think it'd be.
funny.
I think
Yeah.
what I think of Druski. I think of like scary movie when I think of Druski. Like
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like just like a
parody.
yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
just like because
But
like
this is real life.
yeah.
There are
It's,
people that because of their race, they still grew up in certain neighborhoods, and that's just who they're around.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be like white fishing or black fishing, and like behind the scenes you're disrespecting a whole nother culture. And
Yeah.
then you're just trying to fit in with the urban culture, so like you're just like doubling. But like there are people that I've met that's like white, but they live in the hood. I'm completely back, but people think I'm white because I'm light skinned. Like I'm like it's like, and I live in New York full of Caribbeans, so I can see why people like I don't know if people are sensitive nowadays. I don't know if that's supposed to be controversial, but it's funny.
Yeah,
So-
it reminded me.
People online saying, "Oh, so now we're just accepting whiteface." I'm like, it's
white
comedy,
face is
though, like.
great.
So I look at it like,
Whiteface.
yeah, no, this ain't. It was called
black
whiteface.
people that be trying to
I
whitewash.
mean,
White
chicks
people
was-
want to be
white
like us
chicks was-
so bad. Like
white chicks is
no,
whiteface.
Ain't no such thing as no
Exactly.
whiteface.
It ain't no such thing as no white face.
Wait, okay,
But
I ain't
people
trying.
people who are whitewashed that are black, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
But like I feel like when it comes down to because like blackface, of course, we got the minstrel shows,
but
all
that
the
come
stuff that
from like
came
some
out, the real
real
racism
shit.
and all the
Yeah.
stuff. Like whiteface, I don't know. It's just like I guess you could say it's whiteface because it's me putting a white face on, I guess, or
I mean,
whatever,
people
not-
do
and
that-
making fun of a
yeah.
white person.
But it's
But then
not-
it's like it's not like the same. It don't hold the same. Like,
I think it would
power.
be white face if it was like you know how people do blackface and then they start acting like we monkeys and stuff like that. Like he's saying like it's white people in the hood that do that. So it's not like he
Yeah.
turned white and like
Yeah.
he's trying to pretend like he
Yeah.
living like the Caucasian real, you know, like so I wouldn't consider it. I feel like they just did that because the blackface thing.
I feel
They
like-
just like we got it. What we mad at today, white people?
Now the thing about it, I think reason what they said about that is like if a white person was to do that to a black like culture.
What
They
that one
have.
man said? Do it.
Like, no, they have,
Like,
and we was okay with
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
We wasn't okay.
Whoa.
Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
that don't count. I think everybody get
Look.
no. I
I
think
don't know what that is.
it's a movie
Hey,
called
pull up
Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey
Jr.
Jr. was a black
So
man.
he
in the
played
movie.
he played a white man who played a black man in the movie. So
Yeah.
he wasn't like playing a white man and then just go straight to black man. The character itself was supposed to be a blackface character.
Is this a
the
comedy
movie.
or is it
Yeah,
like
It's comedy,
it's
yeah.
like a comedy. I haven't even seen the movie,
It
but I
was
know
funny.
what it is.
I mean, but people not legit people let that shit slide. Like, just like 08. Like people was okay with it.
Yeah. A movie like White Chicks was funny back then. I
Yeah.
mean, it was controversial,
Mhm.
but it's like a classic because it's like it's not meant to be taken the way people would think. They
But
would
let's
take it.
say this is not fucking blackface. Black, y'all know what the hell. We not
No,
gonna
no,
we
this-
not
this
gonna
not
act like
blackface.
what
Nah.
we don't. So this isn't blackface. This is acting and stuff like that. We not gonna take away what the fuck original blackface is.
Mhm.
Blackface is them
Exactly.
just getting some charcoal and putting it on their face and
And
making it seem
being
like they're
disrespectful,
charcoal. Yeah.
derogatory.
So I don't
Because
think
we
this would be
Yeah.
considered blackface.
I don't think Druski did whiteface either.
don't
I
think he
think
did
it was just
either.
like it was cool. It was okay. Like it wasn't disrespectful to the white community or nothing like that. It was
No,
just
I
like
don't think that.
speaking on what
Yeah.
he's saying.
I didn't even see I mean I guess I ain't on that side of TikTok or nothing. Like everybody was just cracking up.
I seen
Like-
this one comedian was like, this one guy was like, oh, it's on now. Let me go get my black paint or something. He
yeah,
said,
he can do it though.
but it's
Go
like,
ahead, he gonna cancel himself out in a heartbeat.
I
Like,
think it's how you do it too. Like in the movies, like
it ain't no way you
like-
can blackface at all.
No. Listen, I'm saying like so in Tropic Thunder, like I said, it wasn't him just going straight into saying I'm a black man in this reality
Mhm.
movie. I'm a actor who's playing a black man in it. Saying like with the white chicks, they dressed up as white chicks in the movie. They didn't just come on screen straight white chicks. Now a controversial one might be Eddie Murphy playing the Chinese man in Orbit. I thought it was funny, but let's like he just
I don't
went
think so
straight to
because
that.
Eddie Murphy played everything in Orbit.
Every-
Like he played everything. That was his movie. He didn't want to get nobody
Mr.
no
Wong
other
was-
shit.
Mr.
Hold
he,
up.
he did the fact,
He
yeah.
played Rasputia. He played
Mr.
played
Wong.
everybody.
He was a Chinese man.
Yeah.
Today he was
he played everything in Orbit.
Up in Coming to America too, and the Clumps. He was everybody in the Clumps.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I seen a Vampire in Brooklyn's at the same
Yeah.
actor. And he played but I didn't know he was that Asian dude this whole entire time. Yo,
Yeah,
that man
he
is
was Mr. Wong.
talented.
He played
Yeah, he
everything.
played everybody.
Yeah, so I
Nobody
don't,
got mad. Well, I don't
But
know.
I feel like white people do like I mean, of course, because we live in a generation where we came from, you can't blackface, but it is like a lot of black people be like white people be like by a lot of white creators, and white people laugh like they do the little fire alarm thing. Like I'll be on that side of TikTok where I'll be seeing it too. So
It's
like, of course,
funny.
your ass can't blackface because you know where that shit came from.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, like I don't like I'm never. I have a funny bone. So when some shit funny. Like now, if you was to get on there blackface and you be like now and be like, okay, you could have just told your little shit. Like you ain't have to
Yeah.
go that crazy. But I don't know, shit. Druski damn, ain't he mixed or something?
Mixed with what?
He damn near white himself.
Hell no.
Druski whitewashed in real life.
Druski is just he's not even. I don't know. You consider him. Okay, he is a
Druski
comedian.
white.
He's a comedian.
What y'all think? Do y'all say Druski whitewashed?
Nah.
I do.
I don't think he whitewashed because
I
he
love-
joked.
media friendly.
Yeah,
ever
he's media
since
friendly.
I saw him running from Birdman, I can't look at him.
That was a joke.
I don't get no fuck.
That was-
Oh yeah,
They portrayed that shit too real.
That was a joke.
But no, I feel like everything he do is relatable. He did the little like. Here's the crazy thing: nobody thought it was motherfucking a problem when he was in the Chinese act imitating them. He just did a skit like that, and nobody
think
had a problem with
The
that.
kids like him. Like my nephew, was just like, oh, he had a commercial, some type of commercial. My nephew was like, oh, that's Druski, and they're like, what did he do though? Like they
He
don't
was a
know. I'm
comedian.
like, he's a comedian. So I told him like Eddie Murphy, like Cat Williams, or whatever. He's basically like, well, I ain't gonna, okay, well he
He's
ain't.
not
Nah,
a.
I ain't saying that. Look, I ain't saying
I don't think he can transfer to stand up.
No,
so
but
nah.
he's in the process of like growing to become.
He can be an actor.
Yeah, he's a comedian. But like no, but that's funny because like we talked about this before. Like the comedians nowadays is not like don't got the range like the comedians from back in the day.
Would you consider him a comedian? Like I don't feel
Yeah.
like I don't I feel like people who do skits are
He's
more
a
so
skit
actors.
actor.
I don't think he a comedian. I think when I think comedian, I think a stand up comedian.
Yeah, like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Like I feel like people who do skits are more so actors. Like he performing. So like
Okay.
I wouldn't put him in. Like he can do a comedic movie, but that don't make his ass a comedian.
Dude, he do stand up?
No, I don't even think
I
he.
think he
transfer.
tried.
What happened? He got
And
booed.
his
or
ass
something?
went back to
I don't think he got
Instagram.
booed. I
skit.
think he did do stand up because he came to Chicago. And
I know.
He brought a lot of people with him too.
Mojo
so-
Brooks do stand up and he pretty funny.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I would say he a comedian because it
Yeah.
transferred for him. Like
Yeah,
he's
no,
really funny
he
on
did stand up
stage.
before.
And how did that go?
There are some people who are acting, and there are some people who are mocking, and they're disguising it because it's just their sick fantasy.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I've seen
Yeah.
it so many times, and like I just like this person is mocking. This person's not like.
Would you
being
say
funny.
Druski do that?
I feel like there are a lot of creators who mock Black women,
Yeah.
and they're trying to make some stuff is funny, but some stuff is mocking. And I
Yeah.
think that's what I've seen.
And
I
that's-
say that because
that's the
I'm like,
thing.
why every time y'all mock a Black woman like she
It's-
ghetto? Like
it's the ghetto,
It's never
loud,
an
whatever.
educated
It's
Black
just-
woman, and like
yeah.
Black women have the most degrees in
Yeah.
America. Like you
So-
never show that.
I get
aspect
that
of-
question a lot. I get that question a lot because it's like why do men feel the need to mock the Black woman or the mom or whatever? But now it's like why you don't ever talk about your dad and talk about how your dad did it, or like
It
have a
wasn't
joke about
there.
your dad. It's like they
It wasn't
always
there. I'm just kidding.
he
Just
went to go
kidding.
get milk.
I mean, you kind of walked into that.
No, I'm serious. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
legit. Like you go down TikTok, you go down YouTube, you
Yeah.
go down all the stuff. It's like a Black man acting like a woman,
And then leave other
a Black
races to
woman.
do it. Like, because I feel like Black
Oh, you
men
talking about
started it, and now
the dudes who be
white
like dressing
people
up
do it.
as
Yeah.
Chinese people, yeah. It
I ain't
leaves
gonna
other
lie,
races to do
that's
it.
weird to me, but it's been going on for.
No, I'm saying like
years,
okay,
though.
like Big Mama House or like what's her name,
Tyler
Shanae
Perry.
or something like that. Tyler Perry, like stuff like that is different. It's like it's a sitcom. It's like
I
a
don't think
show.
it's different
No, it's the same.
because
No, but it's-
if,
no, I'm
if you
talking-
really
the
say
same.
like they like, and when you look into that world, they say like people who do that, so they sell to Illuminati, like the Illuminati, because you like it's a lot of them that say like I never touch that because that's you selling your soul.
To wear
So
the
like
dress.
when Martin and them did that, like it was like oh yeah, you sold your soul to the devil. Like when you put on a dress, like a lot of them said it. Like it's some comedians had never touched it because they feel like that's selling your soul.
But
Yeah,
see,
I don't think a dress. I mean, selling your soul and put on a dress.
But like that's what
that's
they
just
say.
crazy.
That's what they say. That's what they
Nah,
say.
I
in that
get. No, I
world,
do get that. Yeah, they say like that's because like Cat
That's been
Williams
going
said
on
that's
for
the reason
years, though.
why he wasn't in Big Mama
Yeah.
House because like he
Mhm.
wasn't finna wear no dress.
They
and
think-
stuff like
yeah.
That's been going on for years in comedy. Even
Yeah.
before like they had like comedy movies and stuff like back in like the earlier like Broadway, men were wearing dresses like mocking women.
Yeah, because you know,
Like
like
1930s.
Hairspray, the mom on Hairspray was always a man, and then like so John Travolta was
But
the
not
actual
even,
mom.
Even when you think of In Living Color, Like everybody forget all of they as cross dressed on
Yeah,
in there,
hated
but like
it.
they all cross dressed. I'm like, and y'all was cool with it. And then when movies like Big Mama House, now it's just like, oh, I'm like, no, y'all grew up on that cross dressing shit. Like y'all grew up on
I
that.
feel like it's
I-
a different generation. I think like when it comes down to it, like certain generations have certain viewpoints on certain things, so things start changing. So like for instance, like she might not like my hair or something, and then but she don't say nothing until Steve say like, oh yeah, Jimmy's hair is fucked up. Then she gonna be like, oh yeah, that's true, cause I ain't never liked Jimmy hair. So like I think like when people start speaking up about certain
Yeah, that's
things,
true.
that's when it's a domino effect. Like people start
Mhm.
coming around saying, oh, I agree with that, and then they turn into a whole thing. Cause I heard about that too. Like if you wear a dress, you didn't sew yourself, and you not with.
I
Yeah.
think it's levels
So
to
I don't
like,
know.
cause I get it on a comedic part on it. Like that's like comedic range basically. How many roles are you able to make funny? It's not even just like a woman, like Druski in whiteface, or maybe act like a
Stop calling that white face.
okay, fine, not in whiteface, or even like one of his more popular skits when he was acting like a frat boy. He wasn't
Yeah.
dressed in whiteface. He was just a black guy acting like a white dude in a frat. It's like that shows some
And
type
that's
of
the
comedic range.
whitewashing, like the black people who are whitewash. You don't have to put on a white face. He's that frat boy like
Mhm.
thing, supposed to be like a dude
Oh
type
yeah,
vibe.
like it was
And like
whitewashed.
that's why that's not
But that's
considered
that was on purpose
So,
though.
Yeah.
You know, like,
but you know, I think
Mm.
where it's getting controversial is that, like you said, like back in the day, this was supposed to be like comedy, but like what's happening now is that they're only putting black people, black men. It's controversial because it's black men doing it. Why black men always got to be the one that's just like the women,
yeah, I ain't seen a
and
white
that's
man
why
address
people
in a
are
minute.
like making it like a thing.
Yeah,
Because that's true. How many white comedians, not making it racial because
Mrs.
I'm not that race
Doubtfire.
baiter,
That's all I know.
how many white people out there that's like up there that dresses like women in their shows and
Mm.
content that's not getting backlash?
That's true.
Not that
It was
many.
just Robin Williams.
It's mostly we're
think
only
of.
thinking
Yeah,
about the
that's
black
about
people.
Mrs. Doubtfire, and then like I said, John Travolta, but that was like in
But that was
back
like
in the
in
day.
the
That's
90s,
a long
80s.
Yeah.
time ago, and I think that's the issue because it's like why are black men are being more on the forefront of like this women cross funny comedy, whatever they want to call it. So it's
Yeah.
just
Well,
like
I don't even think that. I think because as much as people want to be like, oh, you sold your soul, like so many people did and became successful off it. Because you got to think now, it's just people, men on TikTok that do it just because it's just like it made Tyler Perry, it made all of these people. So I don't even think it's like like they making them do it. Like I feel like so many
It's just-
greats have done it, and they just
Yeah.
like shit, like you know.
Yeah.
And I
But
feel
I
like
think it's
even
easy. I think it's like easy.
it's easy
to-
content.
Yeah, easy content, and I
Yeah.
think
That's
that's the
Because
thing.
because
No, I think
it's relatable
no.
content.
I don't want
Like
to
because
say
as
it's
a black
relatable. I
woman,
say
when
it's
I be watching,
easy.
I'm like, God damn, this nigga got me figured out.
And
Like
see,
you
No,
know,
it
as
don't
a
be funny
comedian,
to
would you
me.
wear a dress?
No.
It don't be funny to
If
me.
they
I
offer
feel
you a
like
role and some money, be like, yo, you just got to play a woman.
No. No.
I
Wouldn't
just
do it.
yeah. I don't know. It's like I feel like when it comes down to it, it's not
wouldn't do it
respectful. I think
either.
like when it's done right or done nicely, then but it's usually like a gimmick or like it's always like you talking down on a black woman or something like that, and it's like
no, I
that's
feel
just
like
fucked up. I think it's
because
just
when
they
when
don't
you
get
think of
views.
Tyler Perry has it be respectful as hell, but it's just like, oh, he always wanted. But Tyler Perry, from a woman's point of view, that's the shit that we.
somebody eating their grandma.
That's the shit that we go through when it comes to men and shit like that. And he
Mhm.
really did that. He said because he grew up and he saw his mama getting abused and stuff like that. But when Tyler Perry do it, it's just like, oh, he always want to make a woman sad and da da da. And like that's majority of black women. And like y'all don't know that because y'all are black men. But like when it comes to relationships and how we get um the abuse and all of that, like not all of us go through that, but it's relatable. That's why he is what he is, like the
Uh,
skits and stuff like that. But men come at him and be like, oh, it's always da 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 walk out the bed. But I'm like, if it wasn't relatable, y'all, he on BET now because y'all tuned into his shit because the shit is relatable to y'all.
I think when it comes down to stuff like that, black women should write more movies and more shows and more comedies and more stuff for black women,
Issa
and
Rae.
men should be able to
Issa
do
Rae,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, like they should be like we all should be like a man shouldn't be making no movie about no woman all the time.
Y'all
It
have
should,
to keep in
like,
mind
I
we
feel like
live in
no, cause I feel like most of the stuff is about
run the
men
world
writing it.
But you got to think, like, as
It-
much as people don't want to admit, men dominate the world.
Yeah.
So it probably is women who do it, but they're not getting a platform as a man to do it.
Well,
Tyler
hold on,
Perry
wait,
got his
so-
own goddamn studio, so you know all that shit gonna come from him.
Wait,
like,
wait. So you guys are like saying like connection between the amount of women writing roles and men dressing up as women?
No, I just
No.
no. We talk because she
we
said
put
like
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
the
y'all
the
just-
correlation came in at when she was talking about Tyler Perry writing his stuff for the black, like depicting the black woman and stuff like that. And I just
I got that, yeah.
rebutted off of that to say that I think more black women should write more roles for black women. That's what I was just saying. I wasn't saying
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I thought you
no.
were saying like it's a correlation. That's why they don't know. What?
No, I kind of brought
don't
up
get
Tyler
that.
Perry because I was saying like I forgot you had to follow the conversation. I can't go.
Yeah,
back. I
we
forgot.
can-
No, when you talking about him dressing up as my deer, and then you just jumped to that. I'm like,
No,
I just-
it led up to that.
Yeah, I just
forgot.
was saying that one thing because I do see like Issa Rae do got her production company and she do be bringing out more stuff and like Ava DuVernay she do
Yeah.
like some stuff or whatever. So I like seeing stuff like I like even like seeing black men write stuff for black men because like some women like some white women don't know what a black man go through. So a white woman writing a script for a black man, you can't really sit there and act that out or direct a black man how to be a black man.
But
I feel like when
I feel like black men can write in a sense of a black woman because most black men only grew up in a woman.
no, I
filled
said like a
house.
white woman
So,
can't write
no,
for a black man.
I'm saying like in a sense how you said like I feel like Tyler Perry it makes sense because he only grew up around women. So I feel like even if a black woman can write for a black man because we in the same like I could be speaking on the hands like this how my brother grew up and he could be speaking on the hands like this is like what I saw growing up. So I feel like yeah like I don't like when white people do it but I feel like the same community can do it because like we be in the same household.
Okay, that's
Like
true.
I can't
And
give
I
you
agree with that.
in the whole lens, but I can be like, well, this is what I for the eyes of me. You know?
I agree with
So,
that, and I
yeah.
understand what
So-
you're saying. I
so-
just feel like like it's not enough stuff to support the black women when it comes down to the art. So it comes down to
We
stuff
need
like
more
that.
black
I think, I feel like black
changing
women
that
like
narrative.
yeah, like Regina
Yeah.
King coming out the door swinging with all this new stuff that she doing, like all these new shows. I just feel like I get what you said, and I agree with it, but I just feel like it is a leeway. I mean, it is time for like more black women stuff to be with for like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but a lot of black women don't want to do it because they ain't getting paid. That's
think
another thing.
I'll
like
watch it.
I think the role kind of is like historically is directed like a masculine role. Like
Yeah.
even before
it's
they was
male
like
dominant.
even
It's
like
a male dominant field.
even when
Yeah.
it was like before it's like even women's rights and stuff. They still had women in front of the camera on like
Mhm.
Broadway on the first film sets and stuff. So it was like I feel like
On
acting,
Broadway.
Broadway.
So I feel like acting and stuff was always like okay,
More
we
feminine
got to
than
put a
men.
woman in front of
Mhm.
the camera, regardless of what's going on in society, to depict what women are doing. Like nobody watching movies just all men. Like
Yeah.
that should be weak. Like
This is a man's world, but ain't nothing without a woman,
Hello,
and that is
clock it.
facts. Because this generation nowadays, that's the issue. Like the women are a little bit more power is coming up to us, and not trying to make it sexist, because but
that's not
I think the
sexist.
generation is changing for that. So hopefully
Yeah.
we see more black women and directors changing that narrative for people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Getting the
But I
love.
think overall, I think like comedy is subjective. Really, it's like some stuff might be funny to y'all that won't be funny to me. And I feel like when it comes down to it, we just gotta respect the artist. At the same time, the artist gotta respect whoever he making a joke out of. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel
Y'all
like we
think so?
live in a sensitive ass world now because comedians
Very.
used to be able to go up there and talk their shit, use the R word. They used to be able to like, and it used to be funny. And like now, just like, oh, we can't say the R word. And like, we're not like, of course, if you saying it like when it's somebody really with a disability, but if I'm just sitting here like, oh, you are the R word, I'm scared to say it right now, you know? And like, I don't mean it like that. I feel like the world has got so sensitive that comedians are fucking comedians. That's their job.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like, let them do their job. And like, you can pick and choose. Like, I feel like if we don't have a choice on none, you got a choice on what the hell you put on your TV. Well, if you don't got to go to their comedy show, you don't have to watch it. You don't
That
even
is
have to.
true.
When
support
that
them,
shit
yeah.
pop up on social media, you can literally close your fucking app, put your phone down. So I feel like when it comes to shit pertaining that, like trying to counsel people for what their job is, like what they choose, what they have like a passion for, that's crazy. We live in a sensitive ass world. Like I never have to go to a goddamn comedy show. Go to the goddamn movie. Go to a fucking spoken word. You can do anything else. But I feel like we just live in a sensitive world.
Yeah.
Social media,
Yeah,
because they're gonna
they
put
killed
everybody's
it.
stuff out there. Because you look like a '06 Cat Williams comedy skit, you'll be like, he's offending a lot of people. if you
And
think
that's
about it.
like-
That's
too.
why I
Like,
respect
that is
Dave
true.
Chappelle because he never changed up. He like, I don't give no fuck. Like, and that's why I respect him so much because it's just like I'm a comedian. Like, and he always say like I have trans friends, I have this, I have that. Because I feel like even sometimes like people don't want to let it touch, but sometimes we do have like friends of different races, and we tell those racist jokes inside of our friend group. But then when the whole world hears like we don't all like. Now I ain't never had the N word. That's completely off limit. But like Like we done all been in some like little banter. Well, we done said some races that like you done had a Chinese friend and y'all done made a fried chicken and a rice joke. You know what I'm saying? We do shit like that, but like when it touch the internet now, everybody in the
Yeah.
uproar. We all play
Yeah.
like that. We play like that with our black, like it be black on black fucking shit. Like, you know, so it's just like y'all when it touch the internet now, everybody just like, oh my God.
It's too many opinions.
Yeah.
And then everybody
like,
flows with the most popular opinion.
mhm.
One minute it's likable, the next minute somebody do something bad, now it's not likable. Then they do something good again, now it's likable again.
Beyonce
Like that,
can
it's
say
just
so.
gonna
Everybody
keep
can
going
have
up and
a
down.
opposite opinion. Beyonce come out and they like, oh, actually, yeah.
And
I
then
agree.
when the person do something bad, oh no,
Yeah.
this is why I didn't fuck with that.
Yep.
person. Like it's just gonna keep doing that. It's the
Nobody
internet.
have their own
So,
mind no more.
No more. No.
I fuck with
No.
what Juicy was doing and stuff. I don't think it's offensive. I mean,
I don't think it's
he didn't
offensive
say
at
nothing
all.
wrong. He didn't.
If y'all ain't get offended by that Chinese shit, y'all can't get
And then-
offended by this.
Juicy was literally imitating a dude who really is like that too. So it's not like he's like just saying.
Tommy
some
from Power.
crazy shit.
No, I'm just playing.
No, for real.
And he's a white boy that was, and people love Tommy. I love Tommy.
That shit, man, shout out to Juicy, man.
Yeah, Druski, I think it was cool. Yeah, it wasn't bad. So yeah, y'all want to ask something before we get up out of here?
It's not a such thing as fucking whitewash. Please cut it out.
It's not a thing. It's
The
whitewash.
hell?
It's a
It
thing.
is something
Yeah.
It's not a such
whitewash.
thing as white. I mean,
White face. Whitewash.
face.
Okay, yeah, whitewash.
I don't think it's a such thing as whitewash either because
that's
just
another
because like you can
Yeah.
like I think it depends.
You don't think so?
I think it depends on how you grew up. Like I feel like
No, okay.
You
The
can't-
whitewash, especially like when something was raw as hell, and then they come and change it up the trajectory. Just
it's
like
white,
the
but
Pop the Balloon
it-
show.
I think
Everybody
no-
was watching Pop the Balloon on
no,
YouTube.
that's not what I think of whitewash. People call black people whitewash.
Let me say.
And
Let
I
me
feel
say.
like I don't think a black person could be whitewashed because we all grew up in different environments.
But let me tell
Nah,
you.
I met a whitewash
example-
person that was black as hell.
Yeah, example. like one example is how they had to Pop the Balloon. It was all black. Everybody had their flavor. The culture
Mhm.
was there. When they took it to Netflix or whatever,
They
it was
made it
all
white.
white people. That's whitewashed from the show. So then for culture, for instance, like we know how to do hair. Like I left my hair like this, whatever. Like, so a guy that's whitewashed in my shoes, he'll probably keep trying to straighten his hair because he don't
Well,
like
I'm
this type of
whitewashed
hair.
because I don't never wear my hair natural. I flat out my shit every time. I don't think that
Yeah.
make you whitewash. I just don't want to fucking walk out with my natural
that could
hair.
be.
But I don't feel
If
like
we
that.
talk
I
our
feel-
conversation
I
deeper,
feel-
it might get to
I-
something
it-
that might be
it won't-
whitewash.
it-
Talk about that.
It won't be because I feel like like probably culture do make it, but like for me, like I feel like y'all think like because I don't want like no, this is more manageable to me than walking outside and I feel like that shit it's more like as much as people like wash and go, like no, that shit come with a fucking lot. It's not really a wash
Yeah.
and go. So like for this, like I can flat down my hair, wrap it up, take it down. Versus if I do a twist out, the twist out might go wrong, we'll have to bam. So like I don't think
Okay.
it's that. I feel like
That's
people
true.
make it like it all depend on cultures. Like just because like you grew up in the hood and maybe I grew up in the fucking suburbs, like you want me to act like I grew up in the hood, but I never encountered that. So how the fuck am I
No,
whitewash
but
because
then it's
I'm
not-
acting like how I
No,
grew
it's
up.
like the fact that when you let the white culture come in and change who you are as a person, and you try to follow and
that
go into
part.
suit with what they
that
doing.
part.
That's whitewash.
your,
It's not.
but your example kind of contradict what you said. Say for instance, it's not like say for instance, my mama is the reason why I straighten my hair. How the fuck is the culture? My mama.
No,
is-
so
So,
that's
is
what
my
you, that's what you
mom
know.
Is my
Your
mom
house-
whitewashed or me?
No, that's
So
what
the
you
mom-
know.
Saying someone else.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
Okay.
I said like if white people,
And
if
that's
you
the
met
debate that I'm
you met a
trying to
white
make.
person and the white person said, "Girl, you need to start straightening your hair," and then you start straightening your hair because the culture that she come from said that straightening your hair is better. If you did it like that, then that would be whitewash for you to straighten your hair. But since you grew up with your mama straightening your hair, that's different. That's what you
And
learn.
I think that's
it's
the
two different
debate though,
examples.
because like I feel like we live in a world where people just assume like even like now we live in a world perm versus natural, and it's just like bitch, I just want to perm my hair.
No,
like,
that's
I
not
don't think-
I
whitewash.
think
But,
hair is a bad example.
yeah,
Why don't we use
because-
like
I don't know.
Alright, so-
Because that's the only time the conversation come up when it pertains to fucking hair.
No,
We wanna be
no,
honest,
no.
let's be
it
honest.
was okay. So I think it's probably easier to like kind
Oh,
of
excuse
show
me.
this back in the day. Like, okay, fucking Carlton off Bel Air.
Okay.
He's like a whitewashed character in a way. If he wasn't from the family he was in.
No, he wasn't. That
no,
was
no,
his. That's
listen,
how he
listen,
grew
listen.
up.
Because
Listen what
that's
I'm
a
saying, though.
different level of like those people who grew up, black people that grew up with money, they grew up around like certain type of
But it
resources.
wasn't
And
about
they're
the
falling
money,
in
though.
line with that.
No,
yes,
But the whitewashing I'm talking
Okay.
about is about like legit a personal situation. There was this black ass dude, Caribbean, long locks and everything. He literally talked white. His friends were white. The music he listened to was white. And I asked him, I said, hey, I'm not trying to make this racist, but like, yo, what's up? His parent, he told me specifically out his own mouth, dead ass. His parents, when they moved to New York City, I live in New York City where it's mostly Caribbean. So he told, and his parents are Caribbean background. He told me that his parents made him think that, hey, you got to fall in line with certain people in the professional world because that's how you're gonna
Okay, that's
survive.
whitewashed.
And he
Okay.
made,
That's what I was
but
just saying.
everything
But-
about him is like, damn, why your black friends? Why your like the way he talks, everything about him, and I'm just like, we did not work out for that reason.
Yeah,
I'm like,
'cause,
I
yeah,
can't do
But
that.
That's how
that
culture
that
change.
wasn't
Because
the
you're
example
downplaying
that
your
y'all-
where you from.
But that wasn't the, and I feel like this is the hard
And
conversation.
that's the example that I was giving.
No, because like even when you said Carlton, no, Carlton
Yes, it was.
wouldn't
No,
be the
I didn't
That's
finish what I was
example
trying
of
to say.
white
Where-
resources.
I tried to
He
finish
grew
what I was
up
trying to
with money,
say.
So that
I said
resources is
Carlton,
different.
without coming from
So-
his family, his whole tradition was not based on like his family's roots.
Yeah.
The stuff that he valued, what you would
So
consider
is
that
he
to be.
whitewashed?
Yes, he didn't even.
No.
No,
I
no,
think it's
go back
more
to
like I think it's. I agree with Brenda. I think it's more of a class versus race. thing.
Yes.
It's a class.
Yes.
It's a class.
But see,
thing.
Because he
but
can't be
Carlton-
whitewashed because he never experienced that.
No, no,
That's what
but
I'm
his
saying. Like that's
family
like
was
a,
still
he
rooted with
grew
that,
up
and
in a
even like
different
on the
thing.
show,
But
his
his
mom.
family
wait,
was rooted with it. They never
No.
wanted to, because even the episode where Ashley wants to go to an urban fucking school, they did not want her to go to the urban school.
That
So
part.
they were never
But
rooted in
that's
that.
what I'm
They were
saying,
rooted
though.
in that. Then they
But
became
Brenda,
the black people that be like, I never want my kids to experience that. So they never gave them the culture.
But Brenda, that's what I'm saying. Carlton was
the mom and
removed from
dad
that
would be
on his
considered
own.
So,
whitewashed.
but
Wait,
Carlton
listen,
wouldn't be whitewashed. His
Brenda,
family,
Brenda,
his
Brenda,
mama
Brenda.
and daddy
Their
would
mama
be
and daddy would
whitewashed.
be
Brenda, I'm
whitewashed.
trying to tell
But
you,
let her
let me
finish.
finish my example. Carlton himself was whitewashed. His family was still
He wa-
rooted
he's
in
not
their
whitewashed.
tradition. But things that Carlton valued and liked the way he acted was not what you would traditionally say was black in the 90s. That's what I'm saying.
But whitewash is like what she said. Like
I hear what she said.
but
That's
whitewash
a
to
good.
me,
That's
like,
the same example.
so his family is whitewashed. He's not whitewashed because he never had to encounter it.
What do you
Like
mean?
I feel like because he never experienced like it's just like how he.
Girl,
They
I'm
would,
from Minnesota. I was in school with
You
white
from
people.
Minnesota,
Yes.
James?
No, listen. I went to a predominantly white
I
school.
never,
growing
I
up.
never knew that either.
No, I'm telling you. Look, I went to
Yeah, he
predominantly
does.
white
I never
school
knew
growing
that.
up. But my mom and my family, they're from Chicago. So even though I was around a lot of white people, I didn't go to all black school until I moved to Chicago. I was not whitewashed. I still had my family's
Well,
tradition and
culture,
values.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Carlton himself still had those
It's
in
his
his
family
household.
that
He
whitewashed
just
them.
didn't value that.
No.
I just feel like when it comes down to it, the culture that you learn is the culture that you learn and grow up with. But then when it comes down to it, if you black, there's certain things that you need to know because you black. If you white, certain things you need to know. Like every culture got their own like traditions and own
agree
like
with that.
rituals or whatever you want to call it. And it's like you since like there's certain things that you should know about your culture. But then a lot of people not a part of the culture because they don't know. And it's like they're ignorant. I'm not calling anybody stupid or dumb, but they're technically ignorant because
To
they
the
do not
culture,
know what's
yeah.
going on. So you can't fault nobody for being who they are. If they true self and they not trying to be like a follower or try around and try to be something that they not, you can't fault them because they don't know. That's if them
Wait,
your
what?
homies treat.
You said what?
Fault.
Oh.
I thought you
Fault,
said fuck
guys.
them.
What?
It's
Hold
not like you
on.
said fuck them.
Oh my god.
Look, I said wait.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Fault.
Wrap
Hey,
it up,
keep
y'all.
that
Yeah.
in too. Do
Fault.
not edit that out.
Oh my god. Fault. You cannot fault them for who they are as a
Yeah.
person, but if that's your homie or whoever, you can teach them the shit that you knew growing up or whatever. But
Hey,
yeah,
put that on your list of words not to try to say.
fault.
Yeah, 'cause that fucked you up.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, yeah, fuck the white gays.
Whoa!
Like,
Whoa!
No.
Wait.
No.
Oh, yeah, cut that out.
No.
No.
Whoa!
wait, cause y'all don't even know what the white gays is. The
No.
okay, it's the way
Wait. Hold on. What?
the white gays.
Explain it.
I don't
Why
know. We
fuck
should
it?
touch
Why
this
is it
one.
fuck- Wait.
I don't know.
Like
The-
the white gay, like
Yeah, like you can see.
Oh,
White
gays.
gays.
Oh.
Yo, y'all conversation is throwing me
you just had
off.
two in a row.
You just
What
oh.
the re- White gays.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gays.
y'all slow.
Gays.
They slow,
It's
bro.
like you said
Gays.
It is gays.
No.
It's like you said like
G-A-Y.
No, it's
You said you
GAZE.
fucked us all.
Oh my god.
You trying to
Cut
get
it
us
off.
canceled for real?
No, wait.
Oh.
Fuck. I say fuck the white gays. It's GAZE because it's the fact that like as a black man or as a black woman, as a black person, you can be who you want to be and create the art that you are creating. You don't have to be accommodating for nobody that don't understand it because we here for you. Create art and do stuff that's for your brothers and sisters. Be your true self. That's all I'm trying to say. Not gay. GAYZ.
Fuck gentrifying.
Yes. Thank you.
That's
Oh.
that's a little clear, little
Okay.
clean word.
gentrification.
Gentrifying. gentrification.
All right, y'all. This
Yeah.
been
Oh,
One to One
wow.
podcast. We gotta get out of here. If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed, stay 100, and you're going to catch us next time on One to One Podcast.